Hey, my fellow wet shaving warriors, and welcome back to the channel Tennessee Whiskey Shaving with your favorite talking head, or, well, I guess since I have switched to using my GoPro, I should say favorite talking torso, Wes. Welcome back again. I hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. I hope you had an awesome time with family and, you know, copious amounts of drinks, maybe if that's your thing. I hope you guys just had an awesome weekend with family and hanging with family and friends, or just chilling out, whatever it may have been. Um, for me, it was a weekend at work. I was off today. Today is Monday, but this video will be dropping on Tuesday, as I usually do a Tuesday review. So yeah, kind of a busy day for me. I went over to a friend's house. He has a Labor Day party every year. He actually does a Labor Day and Memorial Day party every year, and he makes some killer burnt ends. Man, those things are phenomenal. And he has a great macaroni and cheese recipe that I like to partake in. Even though I have lost 78 pounds, I will dive in on a little bit of them burnt ends and some macaroni and cheese. so, um, so yeah, today was a good day. Out with the wife and my sole remaining youngest son in the house, and his friend, and we all took off to go swim in the pool and hang out. So it was a great day today. Very nice and very relaxing. And so now here I am and trying to get back to work, get back at it, and give you guys a little bit of content to peruse. And, with summer kind of winding down and cooling down a little bit, but the temps are still slightly elevated, I figured why not get like one more, maybe, I don't know, maybe this will be the last one. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I wanted to get a nice mentholated shave in. So today for you guys, I normally would bring up the whole tub, but I'm gonna do a little bit something different since it's from my boy, my friend Eric, the Cajun Blade, and today I'm gonna be doing Daiquiri Shack. This one has been out for a minute. Um, I want to say it came out like last year-ish, and it debuted, for Barry Bedford, with his channel, Tennessee, or oh man, why am I brain farting on his name? Um, on his channel name. It's like poof, it's gone. Like I just got like what is it they say, when you get in the camera and then just you go stupid? Well, that's a Texan Shaves. There you go. So with his channel, a Texan Shaves, and he does the Blizzard battles, and so this is citrus freeze mentholated daiquiri shack, and man, I love this stuff. It is great, but I'm doing it the way like Eric likes to do it, where he puts water in and he loads off the tub. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I've had the soap just kind of, um, marinating, not marinating, you know what I mean. Um, Blooming, as they say. So I figured I would do a face lather for you guys. I know usually um, I do, a bowl lather, but today I'm going to do a face lather. And on top of that, since my friend Eric is a straight shaver, I'm going to go with my feather connoisseur again today. So let me get the face wet. This is not going to be a tutorial. I'm just going to face lather, but I will do a face lathering tutorial here soon. The last tutorial I did for bowl lathering, with the vegan versus the tallow, people seem to like it a lot. So I will do a face lathering tutorial, and I will try and make it as comprehensive as I can, and and make it in such a way to where you can get the same repeatable results. So you want to start with a slightly wet face, load your brush and just go to town. You want it to be pasty. Ooh, a little runny. That's okay though. We'll just fling a little bit off. Um, as far as Daiquiri Shack goes, um, and Eric's, this is his original base or whatnot, not his new F1 Brangus base. So, I don't know if original would be the right, but it's his previous soap base to the F1 Brangus base, which is still a phenomenal base. Eric is huge in the wet shaving community. If you guys didn't know, give him a follow. His name on YouTube is the Cajun Blade, and he makes some really awesome honing and straight shaving videos. And if you ever get a artisan that is a straight shaver and they make soap, get that soap, because I can guarantee you it will make your DE shaves that much better. They put some stuff in there and man, oh God, this feels so good. The menthol. I am a menth head and I am absolutely loving this. This is awesome. Such a nice cooling effect. Not too strong, not too weak. It's not making my eyes water yet, but it feels quite nice. And you can tell just how easy that I just whipped up that lather. Look at that. Boom. This is a nice, thick, dense, hydrated lather. Uh, ready to go. This stuff is so good. So, so, so good. Now, as you can figure out from the name, maybe with citrus freeze in there, right? Yeah, citrus freeze and mentholated. Of course, this is a mentholated soap and it is citrusy. So, the scent notes for Daiquiri Shack are zesty lemon, juicy mandarin orange, fresh bergamot. So, boom, you got your three main citrus accords right there. Mandarin orange, bergamot, and lemon. Boom, bam. It's very good. And then you got some middle notes of cool lemon, coconut lime splash, and then you got your crisp menthol in there. So you got the citrus and the melon, very, very good. And then he finishes it off with a little bit, for the base notes, with a little soft frankincense resin and clean citrus musk. So it is very, very citrus heavy, but it smells very good. I gotta say that frankincense resin, the way that it intermingles with all the citrus notes and the melon, and then with the coconut and the lime, dude, it jives all so 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 well. And I understand, if menthol isn't your thing, but let's stretch the skin. Let's begin. But you know, man, it is so awesome. I don't For me, I have a hard time understanding why people wouldn't like menthol. That's just me though. But I get it, man. We're all different. We all like different things. Also, too, the blade that I'm using today in my Feather Artist Club is a Feather Super Professional. So there we go. And I believe I'm not a one and done kind of guy. So I want to say this is the third or fourth use of it. In my experience, a lot of times, honestly, I can get about at least 8 shaves out of these blades before it starts to get uncomfortable. And that's a good thing because if you guys have ever bought any of these feather AC blades, well, they are not exactly the cheapest blade out there, but they are worth the money. Even if I'm going to add a little bit more water. Mmm, that menthol feels good with that water. Um, Even if they are a little bit more on the pricey side, they more than make up for it on the use. Because like I said, man, you can get several uses out of these blades. I get it if you want to do the one and done thing, but you really don't need to. And if you're using a DE feather, or DE injector style razor, even better, man. You can get so many. You can get. I can get 8 to 10 shaves, out of these. Usually, I can get 10. There's times when I can feel it at 8. It starts tugging, and I swap it out. But most of the time, I can get 10 at least. And they're so easy to swap out. That's why I won't change that. Like I'll just go. Like as soon as I start shaving, once I get that first swipe, I can tell, oh man, I need to change this blade out. And then 15 seconds later, I got a new blade in and I'm rocking a new shave. Man, this feels marvelous. So here we go, guys. This is what I'm talking about, the roll technique. Start with the heel of your blade and just let it kind of roll down along your jawline. Do you see that? Started at the heel and then it ended on the toe. Angle. Boom. For any of you guys that have trouble, in your chin area, lower lip, Lee, I'm hearing you. Angles, bud. Look, angle. Start at an angle and work your way down. It's just natural. Don't try and force it down. Angles. Any kind of shaving, honestly. I say this all the time. So I'm sorry if you guys are, watched all my other videos and you hear me say all this. And I really don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it's really for, new people or whatnot watching. But it's really honestly about an angle. Look, I mean, even when I'm shaving here straight down, look, my blade is not perfectly straight. It is not perpendicular or I mean or parallel. You know, it's at an angle, so slight. But um that is kind of the principle of how a slant razor works. But I'm telling you, especially if you're going to be doing straight razor shaving or shaving with a shavette or anything like angles, man. That angle really does make a tremendous difference in the comfort level of your shave. Also, too, work on your actual blade angle. The more perpendicular you have it to your skin, the more blade feel and aggression you're going to feel. And then the more parallel you have it to your skin, the less you're going to feel, but you're also going to get a much less efficient shave. But there is a sweet spot. So you got to find your sweet spot, which for me is usually around 15 degrees. Roll. Start at the heel and just roll the razor down your jawline. Stretch the skin. Maintain your angle, blade angle. Go slow. I know you guys see all us YouTubers and we just whip through our shave. Don't worry about all that. Take your time. As a matter of fact, I just watched my friend Chris, the lathered Yeti, do his first straight razor shave. Congrats by that on the way, or by the way, Chris. That's very cool that you're starting to dip your toes into the straight razor world, and getting it on out in the world for for content. That's awesome. But he's not exactly the most experienced straight shaver either. But I mean, he's out there doing it, and and it took him quite a while, and you could tell that he was out of his comfort zone. It wasn't exactly the most comfortable thing that he is doing, and that's exactly what it is. I mean, it does. It takes. There's a learning curve to this. It takes a little bit of time to be able to get it down. And that's fine. If you guys want to dip your toes into the straight shaving world or whatnot, do it. Take that plunge. If you don't want to hone and all that stuff or worry about it, I highly suggest getting like a shavette or something first. So that way, you don't have to worry about honing. You can just slap a new blade in and you can go. And if you want a shave that mimics a straight razor shave the most, I highly recommend that you don't get a DE shavette. Stay away from them. Those things are horrible. Highly unforgiving. Not a good one to learn on. But if you want a shavette that feels the most like a straight razor, your best bet, and it's going to be a little more pricey, right? Because there's levels to the Feather Artist Club shavettes, right? You got let's see here, what is it? Their first one is the SS, I believe. That's the base model. SS or RS? I can't remember. I think the SS is the base model. Then you go up to the RS, and then you got the DX. Or I might have one of those mixed around. But whatever the most expensive one is, I think that is the SR. Yes, the SR. So you got SS, DX, and then SR. If you get a Feather Artist Club SR, if that's the most expensive one, I think, then if you get that one and you pair it with a super professional blade, that to me feels the most like a real traditional straight razor. All right? All right. Let me rinse off and we'll get to round two. Ooh, buddy. Adding that little bit of water now for my second pass. The menthol is really kicking in. I can feel it, especially on my neck where I just shaved. Oh man, it feels like the air hitting it feels so good. All right, we're gonna put another thin pasty layer on here. My face is wet. And we're going to add water, just like when I bowl lather, right? The secret to a good lather is building it. You got to add water a little bit at a time. And if you guys can't tell, since I'm doing so much narration this time in my shave, I'm not going to be doing any voiceover work. So this is what you get. I'm sorry, but I've been out hanging out all day with my friends, talking shit, drinking booze, having a good time, hanging out, talking shop, work, airplane stuff, and I'm just not in the mood to do a whole bunch of video editing today, so you are forewarned. This is going to be a very basic review video. It's not going to be filled with all the bells and whistles and the special effects and all that stuff that I normally do. But look at this, man. I mean, look at this. This stuff is so thick, and my skin feels awesome right now while I'm shaving. And the menthol is just the chef's kiss. And it smells terrific. Oh yeah. And on the skin front, right? I haven't talked about that yet since the last time when I told you guys all about my little irritation here in the neck area, which you guys should be able to look and tell. It's pretty much gone. It's good. I think I'm good to go. Whatever steroid cream my allergists gave me, or maybe just whatever it was, just kicked out. But man, I'm good so far. All right, so here we go. Almost got myself right there. And yep, I know I do it the more dangerous way, but with the way my hair grows, and honestly, I just feel more comfortable going from my mouth to my ear rather than from my ear to my mouth. And until I slice my ear off, I'm gonna keep doing it this way. Grabbed a little bit, but it didn't do anything. Yeah. Careful with these razors, guys. These super professionals are sharp. All right. There's two down. Here goes three. Ooh-wee. Man, that menthol really feels good. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my matchy matchy for Daiquiri Shack. I mean, orange citrus. You can't really get much more better than the orange cleanso, right? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That third menthol pass. I'm about ready to put on a hoodie, guys. It is chilly up in here. Man, that just gave me goosebumps. No kidding. With the chill that I got from that water and the menthol, it literally just sent like a little shiver and goosebumps down my body. That is how good this stuff is. And even though, man, I don't know how Eric managed to improve on his previous base because the F1 Brangus base is definitely does. But even his original, or his previous base is holy cow good. I mean, just look at it. Look at it. Would you look at it? Just look at it. It is nice. Thick. Like I said, you got a guy that's an avid straight shaver, and if he makes soap, that's the soap you want to buy. Because it is gonna be good. All right, here we go. So you guys don't hear that anymore. There's no hair there. Notice the roll. In these soft areas around the bottom of your mouth, stretch the skin. Angles. Not sure where I got myself. There's a little blood in the cream there, but apparently I did. Yeah, right there. That's where I got myself. Slippery. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm not a big fan of going against the grain on my upper lip, but I usually go kind of at an angle, and it does fine. It gets my upper lip, like smooth. It's still BBS, but I've got to draw my hands off. It is too slippery. Too slippery. The residual slickness on the soap is redonkulous, as they say. All right. All right. And there we have it. Let me rinse up and we'll get to the best part of the shave with the after sauce. All right, guys, welcome back. And I am back. I'm all cleaned up and ready for the best part of the shave. So I have the Daiquiri Shack after sauce here as well. And this is a skin food style aftershave. I love that Eric puts these in, like a Louisiana hot sauce style bottle, and then calls it after sauce. I really really like that. But I've shooken it up so you can see how it's nice and cloudy. So, but yes, this is a skin food style after shave. It has perfumer's alcohol, witch hazel, organic aloe vera, vegetable glycerin, vitamin E oil, tea tree oil, coconut oil, menthol fragrance, and essential oils. It comes out kind of fast. Mm. Oh, yeah. I gotta say, the lime is way more prevalent in the splash than the soap. Man, and you can really get that resin from the frankincense in there. It has a very woodsy smell to it. Skin wise, of course, um, after sauce feels amazing on my skin. There's no oiliness to it. It's nice and supple. It feels very very good. And the fragrance, it is, man. It's a very nice citrusy, limey. It's like a daiquiri, and with the menthol in there, it's very nice. I get a very nice cooling effect from the shave and from the after sauce. But you can tell it's definitely clean citrus. Frankincense resin gives you kind of like that woodsy feel to it. Honestly, it almost seems like it's a like an orange cough drop kind of scent to it. Like if you ever got like an orange flavored Halls or something along those lines. Smells very good. Very, very good. And I'm not a very gourmand guy, but this is an awesome citrus scent, I must say. With the menthol and everything like that, very top notch. So as usual, I usually get my wife's thoughts on everything that I use. And unfortunately, the wife is not a fan of this one. Sorry, Eric. I'm a huge fan, but the wife does not like this one. She says it reminds her of like a citrus, like a doctor's office, or like a citrus cleaner to her is what she smells. She doesn't like it, but to me, I do. I get a nice, good, clean citrus scent from it. I like the very citrus forward stuff, with the mandarin, the zesty mandarin, and the fresh bergamot and the juicy or the zesty lemon, all that stuff. To me, it smells very good. But to me, it does, like I said, it smells like it has like a very like cough droppy kind of vibe to it. Maybe with the menthol, cooling effect that you get and everything. Um, it is maybe a little bit a medicinal smell, but it's very citrus medicinal. But I like it. So on the Tennessee Wifey proof scale, where 0 is the worst and 100 is the best, the Tennessee Wifey's proof scale, she gives it a 30 proof. I'm sorry, but she's not a fan. And that's okay. We're all different, right? Now, for me, as far as I'm concerned with the Tennessee whiskey proof scale, I go the other direction with this. I give, on the Tennessee whiskey proof scale, again, where 0 is the worst, 100 is the best, I give Daiquiri Shack a solid 65 proof. I like the stuff. I think it is very good. I like the citrus in it. I love the menthol in it. You know, I may even next shave I do with it, which I typically do this with most of my shaves anyway when I'm not reviewing or on camera or whatnot. For you guys, I tend to put a touch of menthol in here. I mean, that's why I got this stuff sitting around, and that's why I got my chill mill just up here chilling. And it's all kind of stuck together right now. But yeah, I mean, I love menthol, so I am usually adding it to my shaves. I like it. So, and a tech tip here, if you guys want another, I'll throw you out a bonus, another freebie. Um, if you guys want to add menthol to your shaves, make your shaving cream first, and then add your menthol to it, because menthol will kill your lather. All right. I found that out the hard way by, by starting to make and trying to make a lather, and I had already added the menthol. I was like, oh, well, why not add it first? That way, the more I mix it, the more it gets mixed into the lather, right? Well, yeah, no, don't do that. Make your lather, and then either add your drops or your menthol crystals or whatever it is after you've made your lather, and then just swirl it up. Trust me, it'll blend in just fine, and it won't kill your lather as bad once the lather is already made. Now, of course, if you over mentholate it, it will, no matter what, destroy your lather if you use enough menthol. That will. So that's another reason why I like mentholated soap, because to me, I think it's really cool to see how these artisans, you know, um, like get around the fact that menthol, inhibits or kills your lather. They find ways around it, to where you can still have a nice mentholated soap, but and still have a nice thick creamy lather. So so there you go, guys. Add your menthol after you've created your lather. Um, and as far as channel news goes, the last I checked, as of today, I'm at 97 subscribers. So thank you guys, much appreciated. The support is always, super, super, super helpful and appreciated. I love it. And 3 more to go, and it's giveaway time. I can't wait. I love pipping and I love giving stuff away. So, let's get 3 more, and that way I can give some stuff away. And yeah, so again, I hope you guys had a fantastic Labor Day weekend with your family and friends. Yeah, and on that note, the wet shaving community is the best community. Be happy, be positive, and of course, I will catch you on the next one.